what you're about to say might offend you. Oh, I tripped. You imagine you're in an airsoft game and there's a body of water and then you drop your gun? Will the bulldog work? We got a enjoyer. Let's say a fish runs by it. Just take it out. All right, shoots pretty good. Lock your slide back. Oh, that sprays. I shot the water and the frog got mad. They're having a meetup. What if you drop your gun in this mud pile? What do you want? Dropped it like right on the barrel. Oops, dropped the mag. Put it in the water. I should have been wearing fucking safety glasses. I got mud in eye. The slide's not even fully forward, but somehow it's shooting. I feel like lots of airsoft guns probably wouldn't work through that. What are you doing here? This is a real sauce. Now, if you know anything about science, this Jello is not able to fit through that hole. Yikes. I gotta get a 16-inch anatomically correct container. All right, so that kind of failed. That's why you don't buy Milwaukee. Basically 5x5. What is that in America? 5 pounds? Gas. BB. Speed loader. Water. Good thing I brought water. My hands are gonna be stickier than a horse cock. Time me, ready? Welcome to 50 feet away. There's the 2 hits. Those actually went halfway through. Kind of see the entries there. I must have did one right under here. 25 feet. That's 2 inches. All right, this is 5 feet away. All right, I think we got the Jello. All the ones on the right there are basically what I just did. They kind of seem to be like all relative same area. It's not going straight through. Bringing out the big Sand Viper. The Sand Viper being a more powerful, better quality gun, can it go straight through? I don't think it's going through either. It's definitely making a bigger explosion. The BBs are relatively light. They're only going like maybe 400 FPS. And the fact that Jello being very dense, I'm basically shooting water. This Jello's pretty good. You're so fucking cool, bud. You guys ever like taking a piss and you try and spit and hit the stream? I'm trying to make these tests as realistic as possible. So what if it got ran over by a tank? We didn't have budget for tank. This has the crushing weight of 4 men. Now, if you think that I'm gonna put it on gravel, there must be something wrong with you. I thought it would explode. The gun is actually sleeping. This proves that airsoft guns are real guns. The VRCHAT Bulldog can withstand 7,000-pound ATV. Okay, now what we're gonna do is run it over with this tractor. This has a kickstart on it. I didn't even realize that. I thought my foot would break. Since this is a Netflix series, we gotta take safety seriously. I made this metal target to resemble a 65-year-old man to test the consistency of BBs. I'm gonna be using 0.28 gram BBs. Your dinner tonight. Welcome to 50 feet. This is 100 feet. Easy clap, bird upstairs. Like I said, shorter barrel, less distance. What do you think of subcompact handguns?
You know, I think they're pretty great, you know. A really great back to school gift. Unregistered. If you need a link, I got you. And they're also great for like travel. If you want to go to like Mexico, you know what I mean?
I don't know. They're not for me particularly. I guess I could see it in a self-defense kind of situation, you know, keep it in your pocket, in your purse. I'm more of a Glock guy myself. I'm stuck in the Matrix.
Got the perfect size for them. Like it's like the same size as my own personal equipment. Into the field, and then we'll go around, and then we'll find all like the little people running around.
What's your relationship with your father?
I'd say it's pretty good, you know. He still fucks with me. Not in the sexual way. Let me make that clear. But we're pretty tight. I sweat it. Let me lick it.
Now this sheet of paper is kind of like the new generation. It overreacts to everything. I'll be able to hit that paper down there and see exactly where the BB's hitting. Again, we're using .28s for this, 30 feet. The gun just shot. There's a spider down there with a fucking egg sac. If you have it on safe, conk the slide back, it doesn't fully go back. Having your gun on safe is just gonna make it shoot. The BBs are actually going lower than they should. Now this is on my phone camera. There's 3 cameras right there. Which one do I look at? So there you go. God damn, that must be a monkey's uncle. I hit directly on the red. The other 4 off to the right. So now you can take these stickers, put the stickers there. I gotta cut the video. Fuck. Now remember, I hit the red. So just cause I covered the red don't mean that I didn't hit. I got a crock on a crock. I hit that red 3 times. These 2 are pretty bad. Well, that's not bad for being about 30 feet with a barrel that's literally 1 inch. Well, this is 50 feet here. Because you're getting a little bit of a crosswind, notice a couple BBs getting a little fucking wet and wild. That don't look right well. 2 there. That's 3 right there. As I get further, they drop off more, and then you get the wind going that way.
Spritz the handgun with water, and I froze it for a little over an hour. Does that cause any problems?
So it slides back. They're going all wild.
From my science knowledge, BBs aren't supposed to do that. It also doesn't help the fact that the gun gets cold when you shoot it. I'm gonna warm this up 10 minutes later in 7,000 degrees. Now it works perfect. Level 1 freezing on the Bulldog works perfectly fine. You're gonna wanna make sure it fucking heats up a little bit. Think of it like you can't run fast when you're cold.
Nowadays, a lot of people like to shoot guns fast. But if you want faster, can you speed reload this gun? We got 1 mag that's a little bit bigger and 1 that sits basically flush to the bottom of the handle. But you don't really want to be dropping your mags. Drop the mag on the feed lip here and it's gonna be right fucked. And you can see dropping the mag there. Remove the bottom plate. It's definitely a lot harder to speed reload this gun because it's so tiny.
One right there.
All natural apple right from the tree. That apple over there is kind of like my wife, round and red, and I'm gonna hit this apple with this gun. Now see, here's about 100 feet away. I reckon that I'll be here longer than my horse eats hay. I hit the post and I actually grazed the apple a little bit. I want to get more of a direct hit. There we go.
Rate these 6 foods, but you can't change.
Pretty much middle. There's a little bit of a scrape. But of course the BB doesn't have enough power to sit inside of the apple. The homegrown chicken bologna. You know, this ain't no Petri dish, lab grown Elon Musk type stuff. We got a bunch of stacks. 11 to be exact. I wonder why they sell normal bologna for more money than the chicken stuff. It tastes the same. That looks like that one symbol from Star Wars. There's a cut. Get fucked. Now y'all might be wondering, that's because bologna's kind of like Ballistics gel. Kind of simulates skin a little bit. Looks basically the same. Feels the same.
How do cowboys even greet people? Is it like, or is it like a fucking fedora tipper? Shit, looks like it's fucking rain. To avoid awkwardness, just pretend to fuck with the camera.
Here we go. Let's try from here. 60 feet this time. Probably gonna hit my fucking screen. Put XQCL in the chat. Hit it once so far. Hitting the bag a lot. Why does Warden run like that in Siege? I had to aim a decent amount above. Somebody's coming down the driveway right now and I was aiming the gun. Hey, see you later. What the fuck? That shot twice. Been fucking shooting 2 at the last shot. Maybe it's just because there's not enough gas. Gosh darn it, it's raining. Better put the cowboy hat. Come on, bitch. Hit another one. Oh, I hit my phone. Probably gonna hit my screen. This must have been like the very last one that hit. Yeah, so even at that distance, probably about 60 feet, they still went inside. Obviously, they didn't go through the second one or anything. I did hit the phone, definitely. See right there, that thing? That's the BB hit it. It just left a mark. iPhone 1, Airsoft BB 0. All right, let's go a little bit closer. The phone says 40 feet away, so I'm gonna say I was probably about like 70 or 80 over there. Editor, change it or don't. I wonder if like bologna with BB holes through it would last in the fridge. I tried putting gas in it, let's see what happens. The last one shot like it was a shitty Temu gun. You ever just like wake up? Well, you know, I made it through 1 into the second one, and it looks like there's 1 BB there. Made it through 2 layers of bologna, almost into the 3rd. The next section of this, I'm gonna be using .25s with new gas. We're gonna see the difference. This is a cowboy. Here, straw hanging out my mouth. I zoom out like this, and I look like a American Eagle Amish model. This cigar really good. Transition.
How many layers does it go through point blank? Right up against it. A little bit further back. There's 3 shots right there. 1, definitely. They're not there, so that's 2. Still not there. 3. You can actually see the increments of distance. There you go. There's the other side. So it went through 4 baloney stacks. I'm gonna go a little bit further. If you can hit that baloney from here, you can hit anything. It's possible to hit a baloney stack from this distance, but it's not the easiest thing. And even if you do hit it, it's got so little power by the time it gets there, probably won't even notice. Hitting the bag with this Sand Viper sounds like a real gun. Gun's perfectly fine, nothing, no damage. I'm gonna flip it around. The only thing that you could probably see is little markings like that and some other little scuff marks. And the only other marking I can see is right about there. And to be honest, I can't even tell if that's just my fingerprints from the KFC that I ate 20 minutes ago. Shoots fine.
The bulldog just got an update. You can put a suppressor on it and grip. Yay, I'm happy. How could you put a sight on? You could technically buy a Russian lathe and and you can put a sight on it. You ever wake up in the morning and you're like, you don't even have to have breakfast anymore. Theoretical physics tell you that you could have a sight on this gun. Problem is that the internals are actually touching this metal, and the only other way to put a red dot on this gun, the thing that like goes into the back sight and it's a plate. Why is that deer looking at me? Is that gore? If you don't want to hold your gun, you're lazy. Points up at yourself, which is fine. If you're gonna make threads, make them like this. Don't make them like half threads. This gun has threads. This is also not even counter threads. You're wondering what that white stuff is? Teflon tape, the same things you tie your wife up with. This gun is ruining the threads. They look a lot like half threads, don't they? I don't know what these are. Maybe I'm wrong here and this isn't actual threads. This just goes right in there. The weird part is I can thread this on and tighten it if they're not threads. Get out of my fuck. The suppressor definitely amplifies it. So after those shots, this is what the suppressor's doing. That's not the barrel anymore. The suppressor is literally able to spin. It's definitely aiming downwards. Does that look any more fucked? So now when I shoot this, it just goes like normal. Now does the grip help? Instead of your gun going like this, your gun can't go like that as much. Get off my property. The new meta is actually to hold it like this and use your thumb. Airsoft pros hate this new method. So what I was originally going to do was put this on it. Here's the adapter. Are those even threads? Ultimately, my main message of this part was bad thread good and attachment no. Here's my serial number. This gun is not loaded. This gun is basically an attachment itself, like the Glock 36 video. See that ground right there? If you're feeling really well, you could put your micro gun in here and no one would really notice. I'm saying that you shouldn't do this, is what I'm saying. Technically put this, and now you have a gun hanging from your tool bag. It's like a keychain. If you need it at like a moment's notice. Oh, shit. See how fast that was? T-Rex arms does nothing on me for that. Guns come a long way. I put it through more than anybody would put their gun through.
So far, this is what I've experienced. It's snappy, responsive, and it's super compact, which means it can fit anywhere. It's got some good build quality, material's actually not bad. Doesn't feel like a shitty airsoft gun that you'd buy on Amazon. And it's not super light, but it's definitely got some weight to it. Kinda helps with the whole realism aspect. It's got decent range for the size of it. You're not going to be sniping anybody at like 100 meters or anything. One important thing about airsoft guns is how easy are they to strip down and clean. This one, pretty fucking easy. Literally one lever, and it just comes apart. The bulldog would definitely be way better for indoors, using lighter weight BB and just not having to shoot long range. It's got changeable backs, which you can turn into pink if that's what you're into. It's not something that really helps in any way. Now here's the bad. The accuracy isn't super consistent. That's what you expect with a barrel that's, like I said, literally 1 inch. The parts are actually pretty hard to find, even though in the manual it shows all the numbers individually. It's not easy to find websites that actually sell them, at least for in Canada. And even if you do manage to find them, you're probably going to be waiting a month. A little pricey for what it is, but again, in Canada, things just cost a ridiculous more amount, and most airsoft stores like to upsell things. But you could probably get this on e-bike for half the price. The mags do leak here and there. It could also just be fixed by tightening screws and cleaning seals, making sure you put some of your mom's lubricant that you find in her dresser in there. The extended mag's nothing really crazy. Somehow it defies physics by being a much larger, but only takes 5 extra BBs. Kind of pointless for $20 extra. I don't know what it is with these weird weird half threads, but they're definitely threads. But just be aware if you have a cheap barrel attachment, your threads are probably going to get destroyed on that. I noticed the slide doesn't move as smooth as it used to be. It's always kind of had a little bit of resistance. Unlike the Sandviper, it feels a little bit more gritty to use. One big thing that might turn people off is that you can't really use .3 gram BBs unless you're outside aiming at the sky. You might be able to hit your target. VRCHAT guns just are best with .25s and maximum .28. And the last couple downsides are just mainly me personally. The post where the hopper wheel sits on just kind of broke off. I also lost the front sights of this gun a couple months into using it. Basically flew off entirely right into the snow. Never found them. I had to buy a whole entire new slide, which kind of sucked. $70 just because I lost one front sight. That's what I get for living in Canada. Now, there might seem to be a little bit more downsides than there are upsides, but a lot of these downsides are very small things and nothing major. The main stuff is just the actual performance. I think it's definitely a cool gun to have. But anyways, thanks for watching this video, guys. Thanks for supporting me and sticking around for as long as you have. How's your relationship with your father?
I was born on one of the life rafts for the Titanic.